Hello everyone, my name is V. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you happen that you stumbled on my video before, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm here because I wanted to show you guys some of my children classic favorite. Keep in mind that these are just my favorite out of the children classic that I had read. I still have a lot on my list, like Winnie the Pooh, The Little Prince, Red Riding Hood, Wizard of Oz, and my list is go on and on and on. That's why never ending TBR. And for those of you who don't know what is TBR, TBR stand for to be read. So there are in no particular order. It's just kind of the order that I'm picking them up. And the first one is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I really love this book. This is the tale of the magical land of Narnia and the children that visit there. This is a fantasy series and I really love this book. And the next one is Alice in Wonderland, or Alice the Adventure of Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This is a crazy story. It's really weird, but I love or I enjoy reading it. And it's nonsensical, but it's wonderful and beautiful. I will highly recommend it. And this another book that I adore. Feels like I was hypnotized when I read this book because it's really hard to put it down. And this book is The Little House in the Big Woods, or The Little House in the Prairie. This is a series also. And this book is a story of a girl and her family, the Ingalls family, and by Laura Ingalls Wilder, by the way. And this is a story about their family. They are one of the pioneer era here in America, and also their story of moving place to place and learning how to live during the late 1800s. It's such an amazing book, especially on Christmas. I really want to reread this every time, Christmas time. And the next book, the second book, or the second little in our books, is The Little Princess by Frances Hudson Burnett. I grew up watching the adaptation. I really love the adaptation. One of my favorite growing up. And as soon as I was able to read the book, I fell in love with it because we knew that books is more immersive than the adaptation, right? And for those of you who don't know, we follow a girl, Sarah Crew, and she goes to this boarding school. And when her father goes to war, spoiler, her dad dies, and she demoted to a servant. And she has to find imaginative ways to make that situation happy. This is such a good book. I will highly recommend this to you. Next, in our third little book, I don't know why I have little. I have the word little in them so much. Is Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. I really love this book, and this is also one of my mom's favorite book. And this story is placed during the Civil War. We follow four sisters. First, or the eldest is Meg, and then Jo, our protagonist, Beth, and lastly Amy. Their story about going through different trials, different tribulation, and growing up together as a family. Some things funny happens, some sad, and some heartwarming, but it's really nice book. And I have a little collection that I want to show it to you guys. Just one moment. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Like this little book, like Meg. This is the eldest. And once again, Jo, our protagonist. And Beth, Lastly, Amy. Yeah, I will highly recommend it. I will highly recommend that book. And the next book is The Secret Garden by also Frances Hudson Burnett. I really like this story. This is the story, again, for those of you who don't know, this is the story of a girl and whose family dies and she lived with her uncle. It's kind of just her learning to find joy and happiness, which is being kind. And again, this is a good reminder for us to be kind to everyone. Oops, that's a book. Reminding for being nice to everyone. It's like, yep. And luckily, 2 years ago, I have an opportunity to watch the play in person, and I really, really love it. And finally, this book I didn't read growing up until 6 years. It was so captivated me. I was enamored with it, and the book is Anne the Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. I really, really love this book. Oh my goodness, it's such a lovely book. And again, for those of you who don't know, this we follow a girl and who's adopted. This is the story of her maturing, falling in love, moving. It just, I really love it. I will highly, highly recommend this to you. And anyway, this is also a series, and it's such I'm speechless about this book. It's so nice and wonderful, amazing book. And those are my children classic favorites. Reading this book like it would be a nice relaxation, because sometimes it's important in the midst of life that just remember what it's like to be a kid and to have that hope to be full of life and learn how to live for yourself, right? And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you read one of this book, please comment down below. We chat over there. And I wish you have a lovely day or night whenever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.